Hey everybody, welcome back to another handpan review video. Today we're taking a look at this sweet little double ding handpan from Arcana Instruments. Let's have a listen. So that was a little bit from the full playthrough video I did with this guy. As always, you can click on the card above, and if you go to the description, I'll put the link to the full video there as well. So today we're looking at this beautifully weird double ding handpan from Arcana Instruments. Arcana is the duo of Josh Keegan and Jared Hausman, and they're based in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's not too far from where I'm at, so whenever I get the chance, I like to visit their workshop and see what cool new things they've been cooking up. This handpan's a bit of an unusual one because it has not only one, but two dings. In addition to that, they've managed to squeeze 17 notes onto an only 21-inch shell. The scale is D major and it stretches all the way from a D3 to a G5. This handpan's made from stainless steel, which gives it that sort of gold tone, but you'll notice that they've actually also polished the dimples to give it sort of this cool silver on gold contrast. This particular handpan is a personal instrument of Jared Hausman's. It's part of a really cool 5 handpan set he's been building. And while this specific one isn't for sale, Arcana does do custom orders, so if you wanted something similar like this, I'm sure they'd be happy to build it for you. So what are some of the things I like about this handpan? Well, first things first, the sustain on this is amazing. Like I mentioned, it's made from stainless steel, which gives it a really nice, long, rich tone to it. And not only that, but this pan is full of sympathetic resonance. And if you don't know what sympathetic resonance is, it's basically when we have one or more tone fields on a handpan that are interacting in a consonant way. So when I strike the ding, we might get some of the fifth or the octave or some of the other notes around the tone circle vibrating in conjunction with that. Not only that, but I believe it's the F sharp on here. There's one note that gets this really beautiful reverse activation. And reverse activation, that's just sympathetic resonance, but when we have a higher note that activates a lower note. Typically we see this with a higher note activating the ding, and that's what's happening here. Like I said, I think it's that F sharp, but it's really pretty. Whenever you see that on a handpan, it's something that's really unique. So one of the things I think the Arcana guys really crushed on this instrument is the layout. Not only do we have these 2 dings in the center, but it's surrounded by 9 notes, and then on the bottom, we've got an extra 6. One thing that's really cool about the way they did this as well is that the fact that the hands are always alternating, right? So we're always moving in a right hand, left hand pattern. A lot of times when we see these handpans with all these extra notes on the bottom, you might have to do a bunch on your right or a bunch in a row on your left, but not on this one. The way they designed it, your hands are always going to be moving in a right-left pattern, which makes running up and down the scale really natural. And lastly, of course, I have to praise these double dings. It's a little bit of a non-traditional layout, but once you get used to it, you can have some really cool harmonic shifts moving from one ding to the other. So let's go over a couple of things that I don't like. And I know I just praised these double dings, but I will say it's gonna take a little while to get used to. I've only had this pan in my possession for a couple of days, so I'm still a little bit awkward with it. I'm sure in time I would get it no problem, but if you're looking for something a little bit simpler, maybe stick with one ding. But if you're an experienced player, if you're looking for something different, something like this should be a nice challenge for you. So the only thing I'm not crazy about on this handpan is the fact that it is sunk really deep. if you look at it, it's almost kind of globe shaped. And the reason for that is when you're trying to squeeze this many notes on a shell that's only 21 inches, you gotta make room for that somewhere. So it ended up kind of almost a dome shaped, kind of globe shaped on this one. And that can make things a little bit difficult for playing up and down the instrument, kind of reaching over to these different notes, playing faster. But just like with the double ding layout, once you get used to this, you should be fine. So who would this handpan be a good fit for? Well, obviously, if you're looking for something different, something unique, something non-traditional, this could be a really good option. The double ding is a challenge at first, but if you're looking to switch things up, this is a really good way to go. Also, if you're looking to play in extended ranges, something like this could be a great option. Like I said, it goes all the way from D3 up to G5 on a single instrument. So if you're looking to play more complicated music, more in-depth pieces, something like this could be a good choice, as you'll have a lot wider of a range and you only have to take one instrument with you. Lastly, if you're someone who loves sustain, sympathetic resonance, if you play slower, more melodically, something like this could be a beautiful handpan for you. I know I'm that sort of person, and I've really gotten lost on this one in the last couple of days. Just the richness of the overtones and those sympathetic interactions are something so cool, and you don't see that on every handpan, so something like this could be a really good choice for you. So like I said, even though this specific instrument isn't for sale, Arcana does do custom orders, so if you're looking for something like this, send them an email and I'm sure they'd be happy to build something for you. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end, and if you want to learn more about the handpan or handpan makers, other handpans out there, head to planethandpan.com. We've got all the information there to get you started in the right direction. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.